While in Babylon, the people picked up the Babylonian worship, just as they had done in Egypt when they picked up the worship of the Egyptians. The Babylonian influence was so great that even to this day, it is influencing religion as well as secular life. When John writes in Revelation, he is writing and informing Jehovah's people to come out of Babylon. Now, I want you to think about this for a moment. Israel was carried into Babylon hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And here it is, John is writing to the people of Jehovah saying, come out. Look at what he writes. Historically, the people had come out of Babylon physically hundreds of years earlier, but they had brought Babylon with them, just as the people were delivered from Egypt, brought the ways of the Egyptians with them, resulting in the worship of golden calves and the like. And here's the thing about human nature. I'm just going to pick somebody at random, and let's get the microphone for just a moment. This sister sitting right here, excuse me for pointing, in the white, right there. Yes, you, ma'am. Yeah. Where are you from?
Charlotte.
You're from Charlotte.
Yes.
Where were you born?
Charlotte.
Born in Charlotte. Are there traditions that people in your family practice?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Pass the mic to the brother next to you. Where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Are there traditions that you practice in Pennsylvania?
Yes, there are.
Are there certain foods in Pennsylvania that Pennsylvanians in your area like to eat?
Yes, and the Amish.
And the Amish. And what are some of those foods?
That's like a shoe fly pie.
Shoe fly pie. Have you looked for shoe fly pie since you've been around here?
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it? Is there anything that you like that is, I know that you're from where now? Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm.
And so Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. Now, one of the things that I liked about Philadelphia, who can tell me? Philly cheesesteak. Now, it's hard to find a Philly cheesesteak outside of Philadelphia, because every cheesesteak outside of Philadelphia is judged by Philadelphian what? Standard. And I can tell you, I can go through this entire room, and I can ask each of you to give me some where you're from and the tradition or culture that is associated from where you're from. And I know from where I'm from, there were certain things, fried chicken and cornbread, I'm telling you, you just couldn't beat it. Collard greens, candied yams, and every candied yam, every piece of chicken, every slice of cornbread that I've eaten outside of Mississippi don't taste like Mississippi cornbread, candied yams, and fried chicken. Now, the point I'm trying to make is no matter where you come from, you bring where you come from with you. One commercial back in the day picked this up. You can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. It takes years and years and years for that country to be taken away and that accent that you picked up to dissipate. And some people hold on to it. And the point I'm trying to make is that no matter where you came from, you bring your identity of where you came from with you. And you try to figure out how to mesh it, how to assimilate it. But oftentimes, in order to assimilate into the place that you've come to, you've got to shed the stuff that you've come from. And when the children of Israel was brought out of Egypt, they brought Egyptology, Egyptian culture with them. This is why they're worshiping the Almighty who delivered them in a way he had told them not to worship him. But as far as they were concerned, look at what they said. We are going to worship, make gods for us, for it is these gods who brought us out of Egypt. You see this? Now, I'm going to show you something here. They wanted something visibly to associate with as an object of worship. They had to have some kind of image that they could focus their attention on. See, the Almighty never demonstrated himself in an image, even when Moses wanted to see him face to face. But we have a tendency, this is why people wear crosses. This is why people wear stars of David. People are trying to identify and associate with an image when the Almighty says you are not to make for yourselves any image and associate me with it. That's image worship.
For more information, visit www.arthurbaileyministries.com or call 888-899-1479. This program is made possible through financial contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.